Hi.
Hi.
Mrs. Johnson, it's nice to meet you. I'm
You
Miss
too.
Serrano. Thank you for coming in today for John's assessments. We have been assessing all of our students lately. John is such a great student to have in our classroom.
Good.
He's so interactive. The students love hanging out with him. I enjoy talking to him. He's overall very successful. He enjoys reading and everything like that. So back to the assessments. We have been doing a series of assessments. We've been doing the phonics, which is testing the knowledge of the students like vowels, blends, digraphs. So this test is actually a spelling test. So we assess the students by analyzing how they spell, and then we also been doing a vocabulary test, which just assesses the knowledge of the students' recognition of words. So they their ability to break apart words, and then their fluency and comprehension. We test their fluency by checking how many words per minute they are speaking while they are reading a short article that we provide for them, and then their comprehension is us analyzing if they can retell the article that they just read and also being able to answer questions about the article.
Okay.
So these are some of the assessments that we worked on with your student, John. So this was the article that we read, a funny old ballpark, because we know he likes sports. These are his spelling, his vocabulary words, which he did well in. And then his spelling test, this is how we break apart the words and tell where they are struggling when it comes to spelling.
Okay.
So his strengths are definitely reading comprehension, and also fluency. He is speaking 155 words per minute, which puts him at a 50% percentile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does that mean he's at the right grade level?
Yes, it does. It means that he is exactly where he needs to be, which is
Awesome.
great. And then he is also great with comprehension. When we read the article with him, he was able to retell us all the main components and all the main parts and people that were in the article. So he did a very good job at that. And then he was also very good at answering our questions. Even when they weren't exactly content-based, he was able to still answer the questions, which means he's understanding what he's reading.
Good.
So those were all his strengths. However, he does have some growth that he needs to work on. He needs to work on his spelling. So he was struggling in the blends and vowels components of the spelling test. And then we can fix that as, teachers in our classroom. We can do certain strategies. So we can do rule-based spelling strategies and building with blends, which will help John work on those problems.
Okay.
And then we can also work on his vocabulary, which is breaking apart the words into suffixes and prefixes. And that will help him determine what the word meanings are and will help him be able to develop a better definition of the word.
Okay.
So those are some things that I have developed that I can help him with inside the classroom. And then what things that we can do outside of the classroom that you can help him take part of is, do you guys read books at home?
Yeah, we do.
Perfect. So I can send home a reading log. This can be short stories, this can be a novel, or it can be articles. Just as long as he's reading, as much practice as he can get is better.
Okay.
And as he's reading, another thing you can do is you can read with him, or you could just analyze what he's reading, and maybe you could pick out some vocabulary words that he may not recognize, so you can kind of help him out and develop his vocabulary and strengthen it so that he can develop more words that he can add and also pull apart, so for future reference he can use them.
Okay.
And then another thing would be flashcards. Do you guys have flashcards at home?
No, we don't.
I can create flashcards for you. So these will be spelling words that we're working on inside the classroom, along with some additional words that can help strengthen his vocabulary as well. And you can go with him and practice his spelling, and then you can also depict what he's missing. So if he's missing vowels, you can analyze that by him depicting it himself by the strategies that we're using inside the classroom. So the strategies that we're using inside the classroom, he can use outside as well.
Right.
So those are all I have for you. Those were the assessments. He is doing a great job in our classroom. He is such a joy to have. So thank you so much for coming in. It was great meeting you.
Thank you. It was great to meet you too.